What are information types? Information types are critical in determining the categorization of your system, which in turn determines which controls will have to be applied. So in this topic, we'll talk about information types so you understand them better. So stay tuned for more. In this video, we'll be describing the task P12 information types. The types of information processed, stored, and transmitted by the system are identified in task P12. Potential inputs include system design documentation, assets to be protected, mission business process information, and system design documentation. Expected outputs are a list of the information types for the system. Primary responsibility includes the system owner and the information owner or information steward. Supporting roles include the mission or business owner, the system security officer, and the system privacy officer. The SDLC lifecycle alignment for this task for new systems is initiation, concept, requirements definition, and for existing systems is operations and maintenance. This task aligns with the cybersecurity framework in task ID.AM5, asset management. Resources, including hardware devices, data, time, personnel, and software, are prioritized based on their classification, criticality, and business value. Identifying the types of information needed to support organization mission, business functions, and mission business processes is an important step in developing security and privacy plans for the system and a preconditioning for determining the security categorization. In essence, each information type contains a categorization information, and the culmination or the aggregation of these information type categorizations defines the overall security categorization. So it's important to define that up front to determine the types of information that will be processed by the system so that we can determine each information type's categorization and then determine the overall system categorization. The National Archives and Records Administration, or NARA, defines the information types that are required as part of its Controlled Unclassified Information CUI program in accordance with laws, regulation, or government-wide policies. You may see this term, NARA-CUI. That's the information we're talking about here. It used to be determined in the past. This was called sensitive unclassified information. Organizations may define additional information types needed to support organizational missions, business functions, and mission business processes that are not defined in the CUI registry or in Special Publication 800-60, Volume 2, which is used extensively in defining information type categorizations that relate to overall system categorizations. And we'll look deeper at the way we look at information types in an additional video. Identified information types are confirmed by the information owners or stewards and documented in the system security and privacy plans. So it's important to document these information types as well as their categorizations so that the overall categorization of the system can be defined and documented in these plans as well. References for this task are OMB A130, NARA CUI, Special Publications 839, 860 Volumes 1 and 2, and the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. In this module, we discussed Task P11, Inputs and Outputs, Roles, Responsibilities, the SDLC and Cybersecurity Framework Alignment, Information Types, Controlled Unclassified Information, Organizationally Defined Information Types, and the owner's responsibility. We'll look at this task further in an additional video that shows you exactly how to define information types according to NIST Special Publication 860. So hang out for that video, but if anything on this list doesn't look familiar, please go back and watch this video. And if it all looks good, on to the next.